unfortunately, to have to give him a chop out.
Well, the second half gets underway here at Zerby's Reserve, with Park Orchards leading by 9 points as Appleby takes it out of the middle. That was James Appleby, and his kick's been marked nicely in defence there for the Sharks by Wynett. Wynett off a step, kicks to the middle. This is promising play. Bayless got the handball away. Smead tries to hunt down the footy. Probably just went out of it a little bit in that second term, as did a lot of his teammates. McLean backpedals with the handball to Tendler. Quick kick around the corner by Lowther up towards the wing position. And there's a free kick going the way of Park Orchards for some holding on. And it goes the way of Alex Scalings, the former Blackburn defender. Lovely kick to Phil. Phil should have been paid. Seemed to be an obvious one. And the umpire says, I'm not sure what the umpire's thinking actually, why that wasn't paid, but...
He definitely had a decent piece of that.
Had front position and seemed to hold the mark, a regulation mark, was how I saw it. But there will be a free kick to Gorringe, the big ruckman, Gold Coast, of course, and Carlton,
maybe
the
a
AFL.
bit of an even up there, perhaps, from the umpire.
So big Daniel Gorringe launches it forward. Not a good kick, though. Simon Whitehat was camped under that, had his name written all over it, and nothing was going to stop him from marking it. So White will clear for the Lions. Measures the kick nicely and gets it to Batsanis, who needs to probably lift in this second half. BWS had a bit of a quiet first half.
So Rami winds up.
Sorry, wasn't.
No, he can go get up towards the Batsanis direction. Speak of the devil, handball over the top. Here's Jimmy Appleby. Probably didn't need to do that bounce, but he had one anyway. Pokes it up towards the goal square. Has it gone all the way through? He didn't kick through the ball. It was a poke, as you heard me call it, and it drifted at the last stage and through for a minor score. 2 minutes gone now in the third term on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. It's an 8-point lead to Park Orchards, 9-2-56. Doncaster East 7-6-48, with the ball to be brought back in by Alex Galings. Goes up in the front spot there. Pavic and Stantonau came out. Bahaja over the back there for Park Orchards. Well done there by Gordon. Got a fist on that one. Still a lot of plays around this ball. Brock McLean tries to break the tackle of Sam Heron and will have a bounce 70 metres out from the Doncaster East goal line. Big crowd down here at Zerby's today, and they're seeing an absolute cracker. Came out now. Nicely done. Handball there by Jajaga. Got it away to George on the right boot. Goes in towards the middle. Tendler had the sit and took a strong mark too. He had the sit, then he went for the switch. Sammy Gold, he's a rock of Gibraltar up back, and he creates space as well. Kicks it up towards the skipper. Here's Batsanis on the right boot. Hits it up towards the Murphy direction. Knocked away from him. Park Orchards seemed to have the numbers. Heavily hit that time. There was Chrome. It came out Batsanis. Snap around the body. Does it have enough purchase to the goal square? No. Quick kick out though. James Appleby has taken a mark, but a player, yes, it is okay. I saw Dan Beard was blowing his whistle probably 2 seconds before Appleby took the mark, so I can see a Park Orchards player down. Wasn't sure if something happened off the ball, but all is legal, all is fair. So it'll be Jimmy Appleby, star recruit for Doncaster East this year, along with his brother, and I think we're just waiting for the trainers to come on board here. And feeling a little bit ginger was Whitney. She might have just got the wind knocked out of him. Oh, Chrome, sorry, I should say. So, James Appleby.
Yes, sir.
We saw him have a shot from 50 only moments ago. This time it's a deliberate approach to reduce the margin back to 2 points. He's pushed it to the right-hand side. So, another minor score, 7-7-49, as Rex Hunt would say, Lord Nelson, and Park Orchards 9-2-56. 4 minutes into this third term, they call the Premiership Quarter, and there's plenty of great games happening around the east. Around the grounds, Barry Cotts.
Yeah, Division 2, Bayswater 66, Mitcham 13, Upper Finchley Gully 30 to Wanturna South 22, Liddell 34 to Mirrabah 24, Mulgrave 41 to Croydon 27.
McLean tries to crash his way through the pack, but he's well tackled then by Folks and is going nowhere. Umpire to throw it up.
Fans getting into this game.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere at Zerby's Reserve, and at the moment the action's right in front of where most of the crowd are situated today, just in front of the social club. So we have a boundary thrown once again, right in front of the Doncaster East Social Club, and not far from our caravan, as Locke takes possession. Handball was shot out into the path of Batsanis, but he couldn't keep it in play.
Sharks have got to watch that Batsanis doesn't continually get loose at the contest. That's twice they've got away with it, but he has been able to drift away from this ball up.
7 points to lead now for Park Orchards. They've led all day in this one. But it's pretty tight at the moment. DeJager got it to Galings. The kick was didn't favour Nicholson. Lowther did really well. He went for the fist and then realised on the rebound that he could mark it. So he did so, and now passes it out to Locke, who tucks it under the arm, runs his full measure and kicks in the Summers direction. But it was chopped off nicely then by Chrome. Chrome just had that kick well scouted and forced it to the boundary line. Let's go to Barry Cotts with some more scores around the EFL.
Yeah, Division 3, the Basin 72 to Donvale 46, Warrandyte 60 to Churnside Park 30, Wavy Blues 36 to French Gully 15, South Belgrave 31 to Templestowe 26, and Baronia 42 to Heathmont 32.
Oh, the playing coach Bayless went up towards the Folkes direction, almost pulled it in with the one arm right on his hammer. There was Sam Gold. Ball hits the deck, and we'll have a bounce just inside the arc. Park Orchards kicking towards Blackburn Road, left of screen. Doncaster East, the scoreboard end, Reynolds Road. Down here at Zerby's Reserve, as Smith got the easy knockout that time. Batsanis tried to pull it in with the one hand. Whitnish was right on his hammer, then pulls it in himself, and will have a bounce 10 metres further afield.
That was good work by Sammy Gold just in that play before too, because Michael Folkes looked to have the front spot. Probably should have taken the mark, but it was an excellent spoil.
Again throws it up. Gorringe got the knockdown that time. McLean goes after it. He's got Wiggins to contend with. Wiggins did well, and then it comes out to Whitney. Scooped it on. Here's Smith. Been dispossessed. Juagonski. And that man who we've mentioned several times today, Jason Tendler, laying that tackle there. So he'll go towards the Summers direction, or Lee Murphy, who made space perfectly. So Murph just in front of the hill, in front of the old legends of Doncaster East, all his best mates. They will have loved that one as it goes up towards the wing position now, and a big fly in the front spot, and a solid mark taken by Matty Hayhorn. Pulls it down on the left boot now. Shaw, that was okay, just a required distance. Jared Bayless, seen him wear a long sleeve for a number of games before, but today he's showing the ink on the left boot up towards the half-forward line. That wasn't his best effort. It trickled away there from the big ruckman Jared Smith for Doncaster East to go out of bounds, and Barry Cotts has got some more scores around the grounds.
Yeah, Division 4, Fair Park 46 to 1, Oz Pioneers 21, Forest Hill and Sylvan 7-4 46 apiece, Killsides 5-5 35 to Coldstream also 5-5 35, East Burwood 50 to Surrey Park 7.
Doing a great job today on the score centre, Barry Cotts. Bahaja just threw it away in the air. Umpire was blindsided, but it was okay. He's under a lot of pressure. Rami Aibi and Lee Murphy laying the tackle, 55 metres out. Park Orchards currently lead this game by 7 points. It's officially game on. They've led the whole way, and they might extend here. Wiggins scrambles one forward, but to the left-hand side and through for a minus score. That's their third on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 8-point lead they have, the Sharks. 57 plays 49.
Another head out for Josh Chappell there. He's had a terrific day for Park Orchards.
Kick comes back in the Appleby direction, but Galings fisted that one over the boundary line.
I reckon the next goal is probably the most important goal of the match at the moment. Game's in a bit of a stalemate. Both sides just, whoever gets his first breakthrough could really take hold of this game.
Yeah, a bit like a game of chess, isn't it, at the moment?
Back into play with the throw in. Wiggins, or Whitnish it was, sorry, got the handball away. McLean throws it on the boot. Bit of an indiscriminate kick, but reasonably effective in the end, but he's found
Ceravolo
really got himself into a lot of trouble, coughed up the footy, and the free kick goes to Matty George. Great tackle by George then on Ceravolo. So George goes short now to Folkes.
Probably just too far out.
Yeah, he didn't really give himself much hope of kicking the goal, just put it right to the line, at the back, off the ground. The goal's been kicked then by by King, and talk about making something out of nothing and being in the right place at the right time. That was James King. The ball landed, he was all on his own in the goal square, and he got boot to ball. He probably had time to gather it in actually and make sure of it, but he wasn't going to risk that. He kicked the goal, and they just get, well, you said, Matt, it could be the most important goal of the game. It was Park Orchards who got that crucial goal.
Bit like a game of soccer, wasn't it? It was almost like a cross that came in and just the first time kick it, but it was just Johnny on the spot and well taken, a great opportunist goal.
So umpire Dan Beard just had a text through in from Brad Bird saying that there's on the park today there's 10 Whitefriars boys playing amongst the two sides as well. So there's an interesting stat as they're streaming forward hide on the right booty side forward 50 centimetre perfect as well. Michael Phillips gets down low. Exactly right. So Michael Phillips kicked one goal early in this game and we'll go back. We know he's a long kick of the football. Brad's assured us of that, and almost not too far away from where he kicked his original goal as well. So knows where the big sticks are. Still be huge if Park Orchards can get these these last two goals. He set sail. He pushed it way left.
Out of the full.
And notice that he is Brad's nephew, and Brad didn't back him in that time. So maybe next time, Brad, you need to give him a bit of a shout out as it comes back into play now. Up towards the Summers direction, worked himself underneath. The Gordon was in there, so the big forwards making their way down the ground. It comes out Murphy, was over it. Over him was Heron. Pye said, everything's okay, let's have a bounce. Just outside the centre square, Matt Fodia.
Yeah, update from Ringwood Scoresby, that big clash in Divi 3. Ringwood 5-5-35, lead by 22 points, Scoresby 1-7-13.
Comes out now, scooped upon by Whitnish, inside forward 50 for the Sharks. It goes right to the top of the goal square. Aobi went after it. Hits a ball, hits the deck there. King couldn't quite trap it, going right towards the boundary line. Whitnish, who's been so lively today, sees the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds. 63 plays a 49. Is a 14-point margin, 98.1 Radio Eastern, streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. Dan Gordon had the front spot. Murphy had a fresh air shot. It gets slapped down into Batsanis' direction. Bouncing football, went over all players' heads except for Handley, who squeezed to kick up to centre half forward. This is good. King on the right boot, out towards the half forward line, and getting out and taking a mark there is, I think it's Matty Nicholson out there, who we know's already kicked a couple of goals. Looks a little bit indecisive.
Yeah, it looks like he wants to give this one off. I don't think he's got the journey, but
we'll call them small 50s out here as well at Zerby's reserve. Nicholson goes forward. It's going all the way. Mac Martin had the front spot in front of folks, and Gold was at the back. They got touch on ball and through for a minor score. Lions fans breathe a sigh of relief, and the Park Orchards under-19s are happy to give it to Sammy Gold on his kicking as well. So entertaining day out here as always. Gold to bring the ball back in. Kicks it right into the middle of the ground. He was looking for Cod Miller. Came over the top of Chrome. Almost could have got a free kick. Spills out to Chappell now. Kicks the ball inside forward 50. Tenler was the flyer. Couldn't quite pull the mark down. Folks is in there, the big man. Somehow picks it up. Got boot to ball. Aobi charged his way through Rami. Handball was great to Lucas. And now the Lions out towards the wing position. Summers went up early. Shalakas might have the foot speed here, but he's got to contend with Hayhorn, who's been excellent. Shalakas did really well. Hayhorn, brilliant tackle. Shalakas goes after it again. Oh, this is a good one-on-one contest. Both fans screaming for something, and Brett Best is screaming for something also, as we'll have a bounce 75 metres out from the Doncaster East goal line.
That was reminiscent of Cyril in the 2008 grand final.
Dead set holding the ball. Unlucky there, Park Orchards.
Doncaster East.
Yeah, you thought Shalaka should have been pinged.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So boundary throw in, wing position, 14 minutes gone in this third quarter. 15-point lead to Park Orchards. Gordon against Chappell in the ruck that time. Little handball shot out by Whitnish, the kick up towards Heron, and did well to gather it in. Sam Heron, true wing position, measures the kick.
Nice.
And he finds Wiggins. So Nathan Wiggins enjoying a fine season for Park Orchards up in second division this year. Wiggins has kicked for looking for Gorringe. Came from behind. White got the handball away. Batsanis couldn't keep it in once again. He's sort of had that type of day, Nick Batsanis. A lot of times he's got his hands on the footy, it's been in traffic or close to the boundary line, and without being able to keep it in. Heron, well wrapped up here by Appleby.
Look at Appleby. He's in there again. He's had an absolutely... He's been brilliant in everything.
And what a pickup he's been this year from Warrandyte. Massive coup for Donny East as Whitnish had his kick smothered. Gorringe there applies a strong tackle, and it will be a ball up once again.
It's been good, Whitnish.
Both sides have sort of tightened up and been more conservative in the way they've played it, and that's sort of reflected how the scoring's gone in the second half thus far.
So Batsanis shared it with McLean to Ayubi, then back out to Batsanis, the kick to Shalakis, got hands to it, kept his feet well, and then reached in and tried to rip the ball out of the grasp of Chappell, but was unable to do so. And once more, it'll be a ball up. 15 points lead. Who can get the next goal? Donny East desperately need it, but high now, well tackled in by Murphy.
The Lions faithful up and about, bro.
Jeez, they certainly are.
They want something out here.
There's about 10 umpires out there.
I think they're probably loving the fact too that so much of the play is on this side of the ground, just in front of where they're all seated.
Oh,
big fly from Hisham, but he couldn't drag it down. And we've seen a bit of flying from him today. There's a little bit going on the boundary there with Rowland involved. And Batsanis there comes in as well, and Shalakis. But the umpire right on the scene didn't think too much of any of that. Chappell tried to get it out. Lucas copped a high one and will get the free. No, in fact, umpire, I reckon he was blindsided on that one. Looked like Connor Lucas got one over the shoulder. Umpire out of position, couldn't see that one, so balls it up. There's a free kick, and it will go this time the way of the Sharks.
Called by Dan Beard. The umpire further downfield. It comes out now. Here's to Jager on the right boot. Wants to squeeze it up into the middle. It was a good kick too. And they'll just might be able to slow things down. Chappell's going to get the handball away. That was okay. He's George on the right boot. He goes for the Park Orchards inside forward 50 over the head of Gorringe. White was in there. The umpire's blown his whistle. Snap around the body by Nicholson. Is it advantage? Payne, I think it is. No, it's a 25. Oh, whoa. Cool your Jets. As it comes back, Jared Lowther, the recipient of that free kick, and just saw Dan Beard just having a word as well. So the kick goes up towards the lock direction, takes it on the second bite. He always wants to go. This time he slows it down, James, as he goes inside forward 50. The kick had to be absolutely perfect. Instead it was went down the throat of Price Inglis, who had to put his body on the line as well. Been impressed with his game and courage this afternoon. Squeezes the kick out wide. So Park Orchards leading this game by 15 points. 18 minutes into the third term, up towards the wing position. Gorringe words a flyer, dropped what he should have taken. Martin, who's been quiet by his standards today, released the football out. Handball over the top to Jager, copped a nice little bump by Cod Miller. They've linked up okay, the Lions. The kick goes in. Murphy at the back. He almost could have gone after that a bit harder there. Murphy kept it alive. Got boot to ball, but it went through for one behind. Bendigo Bank's scoreboard, 14 points is the margin, 50 plays, 64. I thought Murphy might have had a dive for that and taken the mark. He might have thought it might sit up a little bit better for him. The ball comes back into the back pocket. Mark's been taken by Whitnish while we get some around the ground scores from Barry Cotts.
Yeah, Division 3, close game. Heathmont 8-2-50, leading Baronia 7-6-48.
So Whitnish pretty indecisive as he tries to take Summers on. Gave it to Bayliss, back to Whitnish. High kick to the wing position. 3-on-1, favoured Doncaster East. Goal taken high by Nicholson. And he gets the free kick, Sammy Gold. Umpire says, come back, you got to kick it over the man on the mark.
Couldn't be a better umpire at the moment here than Dan Beard. He's got control and respect because there's a bit of feeling happening and he just needs to keep a lid on it.
Well said.
Sammy Gold from the wing launches it forward.
Whoa! Oh, Summers!
I think that will be a free kick against Summers. He put his hands fair square in the back.
He didn't even put him in the back, he put him all the way around to the front. Look at this, his hand going all to his chest.
He's pushed down his opponent like you do in the schoolyard at lunchtime to trying to take the big hanger, and the kick then fisted away by White over the boundary line. That was as obvious a free kick as you'll ever get in a marking contest.
If he know the difference of if he marked it, it would have been paid.
Yeah, if he marks it, it's a mark.
It's that old chestnut.
Laurie Kappa style, just pushed right down on his shoulders. So strong tackle then by Locke, and it will be balled up once more. So Smith palms it down nicely to Lucas. He was going nowhere though. 14-point lead to Park Orchards. It's been an entertaining game this afternoon at Zerby's Reserve, and this quarter, plenty of highlights in it as well. Over the boundary line once more. We are into time on, 21st minute of the third quarter. 14-point lead to Park Orchards. Have been very accurate today, 10 goals 4. Doncaster East 7 goals 8. It's been a real stalemate this third quarter. Strong tackle applied then by Locke. Just been one goal kicked in this quarter, which was by Park Orchards. Doncaster East haven't really hit the scoreboard in this term, as Price Inglis is well wrapped up then by Sarah Volo. And again, another ball up. So real stalemate at the moment. Who can extract the ball from the traffic? That was McLean. McLean's searing kick to Martin. Jack Martin just wants to sum up his options. Well weighted kick, and it was well marked then by Saravolo. Right. And a 25-metre penalty, you would think, may be paid against Folks here. Yes, it has.
Barry Gotts around the grounds with the score centre. Yes,
Division 2 Bayswater 10-6-66 to Mitcham 2-1-13. Upper Frenchry Gully 5-8-38 to Wanturna South 3-8-26. And Moorabah 3-8-26, Travelydale 5-4-34.
Who's going for the swing handball here? It's coming out. Sammy Gold wants to unload from outside the 50. Has it got the distance? It does, but it pushed it to the right-hand side through for a minor score on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Well, they crashed to the goalpost then, and it's sort of on an angle now. It's
Lee Matthews style.
Yeah. Actually, it's on quite an angle, isn't it?
Just a quick one though, I think it's a really good ploy from Doncaster East here. The scoring end's definitely been the Blackburn Road end, so to shut Park Orchard.
Shalarkas chops it off from the stoppage, top of the goal square, and the Hish puts his third through, and he salutes the crowd as well. He likes to celebrate a goal. The hat's been given from Scotty Demetrio to Hisham Kermitide to Doncaster East. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, back to 7 points here. They'll be disappointed they coughed that up so easily then, Brett.
Poor old Campbell Crom. It was a relatively regulation mark, but it just went straight through his hands, and Jack Shalarkas probably scarcely believed his luck. An absolute gift.
So ball back in the middle here. 7 points is the margin. And so I'll tell you what, when you've got a day that starts at 12, people are getting feisty by 3:53. I can tell you that. As it comes in the middle, tried to barge his way through Saravolo, the man who set that play up, that last forge forward. And we'll have another bounce. Umpire Dan Beer in full control of this game this afternoon. Chappell came over the top, got the knockdown in and under Price Inglis, quickly wrapped up. It's Ponytail Central.
I was going to say.
Today. It is Ponytail Central. If only. It's a dream for me as it comes out now. Nicely done. Kick goes forward. Doncaster East inside forward 50. Hish hit the deck and is wrong-footed, and over the boundary line it goes. 25 metres out from the Doncaster East goal line. 24 minutes tick by. At Footy EFL via Twitter, if you're around the East, who's playing well, who's not, what's the scores? We want to know. We want to keep your fans involved. Surely they're going to recall that one. It went as high as it did long, and the boundary umpire will restart it once again, right in front of the Park Orchards faithful down there in the right forward pocket. It's where I think Hish gave the old salute just after that last goal. Chappell has the front spot, got a fingertip on it, picked up by Gordon. His kick was smothered nicely there by Heron. Still a hot football. Rowland trying to trap it. Chappell came in, pinged nicely by Locke, who threw it away there.
Chappell threw that.
The umpire didn't see it. And noticeably Brett doesn't come in for the big calls on that one as it goes out now as Batsanis paddles it to his advantage. Handball back to Saravolo, linking up. Here's Hish on the right boot, swings it around. Has it got the legs? No, it doesn't. Touched on the last line of defence. Nathan Wiggins. Luck's a fortune for the Shark fans. They sit back and go, let's rebuild here. And the man that they want to be able to do it is their playing coach, Jared Bayless, who's bringing it in from the stoppage. It is a 1-goal ball game, Brad Henderson.
Well, the kick then was intended for Phil, had Martin in opposition, and Saravolo takes the ball to the boundary line.
Barry Cott's around the grounds.
Yes, the Basin 11.975 to Donvale 7.547 and Ringwood 5.535 to Scoresby 1.713.
Dying stages of the third quarter here, 26 minutes gone. Quick kick then by Locke. Locke's high up and under kick, inside forward 50. Haythorne did well. He's battled gamefully all day today and certainly involved himself on a number of occasions. And he did well then just to force a boundary throw in.
It's very rare deliberate is given in the Eastern Football League.
It is, and that's good. I think that's how it should be too. So boundary throw in. Gordon went up against Chappell. Kerbatier tried to get it to Summers, high up and under kick. Gordon worked well then, and Galing's in opposition. And it'll be another boundary throw in a pretty dangerous area at the moment for Doncaster East, just in that forward pocket.
Great work again by James Appleby.
Yep. Gordon will be disappointed he didn't pluck that.
He would be. So 6 point the margin still. Chappell won the tap down. Locke hunts down the footy. Batsanis fires at the goals around the corner. It doesn't have the legs on it, and it's easily picked off and fisted through for a minus score, which takes Doncaster East on to 8 goals, 11.59. Park Orchards 10-4-64 on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard.
Really important couple of minutes here. The Sharks will be looking to get a quick goal. Hayhorn. Doncaster East has lingered around that half-forward line for the last 5 minutes or so. In the middle of the ground it goes as a siren announces 3/4 time. 5-point ball game out here at Zerby's Reserve. We picked an absolute